Hello, welcome to Fridays with Friends. This is Brant coming at you with none other. Don't adjust your sets. It's not Kathleen Turner. It's not Deborah Norville. It's better. It's Allison. How you doing, Allie?
Hey, you're always way too nice every time. I love those ladies. How are you? What are you doing?
Hey, I know that you do, but when I first came to Amarillo, that's who you reminded me of. Man, she's a perfect combination of Deborah Norville and Kathleen, but even better. And now you're a dear friend, and I'm honored to call you friend, Allie. But it's hard to find anybody in Amarillo that doesn't know you. And you don't believe me, but every time I talk about Allison, oh, I love her. Oh, I love her. To know her is to love her. So welcome, Allie. How you doing?
Well, I'm so glad to be here, and thank you for saying that. And here's what it's just like this. It's just because I'm from here. It's just because, if you outlast, then that's all that is. I mean, it's just being old and being from here.
Yeah, no, that's not it. Nice try there, lovely. Nice try. No, Allie, people really do love you, and I love that too. I'm new here to Amarillo, love Amarillo, but I got to meet you almost a couple years ago. And there was an event going on, and right off the bat, just had a lot of fun with you.
I know the first second that I met Brant, I was like, "Oh my, who is this dude?" Like, so my kind of guy. So you're so nice to say. We've had fun, and I love your show. I love your look at that behind you. You look so good.
Thank you.
I love it.
Well, I love the fact that you love it. I've got to interview some celebrities, and Allie, you laugh, but if you have a platform and you're on television and you speak to people for years, guess what? You're a celebrity, good or bad, happy or sad, like it or not. But the thing about Allie is that you meet her in person, she's the same person on camera that she is in person. And you're genuine, and I really love that. Those who watch Fridays with Friends, you've seen a rock star, famous authors, you've seen people involved with the Council of Foreign Relations and people in the government. You're seeing all types of people, local artists and stuff. But I've really been looking forward to interviewing you, Allie, because you've got a cool story too. A lot of people don't know that you did radio before you did television, and you did that what 20 years, right?
So I think it was 25 years, and I only started in radio because I thought, can I do TV? Can I? The storytelling part comes easy for me, but I thought, can I? I mean, you got to do your hair, you got to put on, makeup. I mean, I was like, can I put it? I mean, it was very scary to me at first. So radio is where I started, and country radio. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I love radio. Don't you? I mean, Brant, radio is really fun.
It's a lot of fun. I've done it for a while. I had my first radio show 20 years ago in Tulsa, and it was talk radio. But it was just so much fun. And live radio, you never know what's going to happen. Some of the best shows is when the guest didn't show up. Then you had to really come up with something, But you know what? Because of that number one, you don't look like the average radio person. Most radio people are good for radio. But you see them in person, and it's a little different, But I'm impressed. You did radio, and you do great TV, Allie, and it's just so much fun. But maybe that's one of the reasons why we just hit it off so good. And we could talk about anything for a couple hours because, when you do radio, you have to keep people's attention, but you also have to keep the interview going on too. Don't have that problem today, But have you ever had an interview where yes? No.
Oh, it's horrible. It is so horrible. But you feel like this too, because I've seen you. I mean, you really feel for that person, and you're really trying to dig that out and get that out. And you know what it is? I think, and you have it too, you want them to feel comfortable. So the more comfortable they get, but I mean, it takes a little bit. So I feel like you are good at that also. And we just want people to be successful.
And that's exactly right. You love people, and so do I. And I bet you've met some very interesting people during the radio days. Does anybody stick out of the celebrities or the artists, or the singers? Does anybody stick out to you with an interview that was really great or maybe really, really bad?
Sure. One of my favorite people, Joe Diffie, and he was coming to XIT, big rodeo up in Dalhart. And Joe Diffie was so gracious, so kind. And he said, come over there, come see us and come visit. And just like he was my brother. I mean, he was just so nice and always kind. And here's what I love about him. Anytime later on, he remembers everybody. And he passed away this last year. And that was one thing I loved about Joe Diffie. He just knew, hey, Allie, he never forgot. And so I love that. And, he's from Oklahoma. So, good Oklahoma folks.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up in Oklahoma City, although I love Texas.
The best interviews, I think, are, just everyday heroes. Whenever I very first started, just talking to people out in the community and teachers and students. And I mean, I just love that everyday hero. They don't even realize, that they're heroes or they're inspiring.
Right.
And that's with people too. I mean, you're like, I love a good inspiring story. And so, kids are always just come out of nowhere for you,
Well, Allie, you're one of those interviewers that, there's two types of interviewers. There's the kind that it's all about them and they always talk about over the guests and stuff. But then there's the kind that really wants the person being featured to being highlighted and promoted, because the purpose is to get the audience to connect with the people you're interviewing, and not to cut them short of what they're trying to say. And, that happens every once in a while,
Sure.
And so, yeah. But the essence of the story, and Allie, you like true journalism. It's not, what we're seeing now, oh my gosh. And I'm going to get your thoughts on 2020 in just a little bit. But, what I'm seeing is not the journalism I learned, it's activism. And it's only fair to get both sides, the who, what, when, where, and the why and how, if you're lucky, But you appreciate journalism.
What's going on in our world? Isn't it crazy? Can you believe how it is?
It is.
I'm blown away every day.
Well, what do you think about 2020? I know you have to be neutral, as a good journalist is. But my gosh, man, this year, I mean, I joked the other day on the chat, and you're on the chat quite a bit. But I was saying, a bonus hour, daylight savings time during 2020 is like a bonus track on a Yoko Ono album. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, no offense to any Yoko fans, but oh my gosh, what a year it's been, Allie, and yet here we still are.
Funny. Well, I didn't think, I can sum it up by this. Is this real? Like, is somebody got like a camera, like, are we, you remember that movie with Jim Carrey, The Truman Show? I'm like,
yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then the pandemic, and then everybody staying at home, the quarantine. But then when we did the story on the murder hornets, I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, it just gets bizarre. But here's what I do know. You can't lose your faith. You've got to keep with your faith. And so that's one thing that, always carries me through. We're going to get through it. But I think somebody has a camera, like doing a secret show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Where's the audience hiding, So now, so you're a music girl, you're a country music girl, and obviously a broadcaster, and a journalist. A lot of personalities emerged from the Netflix year during the pandemic. And so I want you to finish this phrase of this really heartwarming song, okay? And I'm going to make it kind of mysterious, so get ready. Okay. I saw blank, now I understand. I saw Tiger, and Tiger saw
a man. What in the world?
Joe Tiger.
What? What is up? I mean, and I saw a cool saying that said, "I miss the Joe Exotic stimulus check Netflix quarantine." I do too. Did that blow your mind? I mean,
You watched it, the whole thing too, what,
would you have
twice or
done?
what?
Why didn't we know about Joe Exotic? Why didn't you and I know? Why didn't we get to go? Why didn't we interview him?
Oh, I know. I'm working on a few things. I might surprise you. But no kidding, man. Do you know how many people dressed up like Joe Exotic during Halloween? The pictures I saw?
Listen, Joe has trouble. But you know, I'm for the underdog. But I mean, he really has trouble. But I would kind of be friends with Joe Exotic, I think. Like,
Oh, yeah,
not
I bet you
really
would.
good friends, but like,
You know.
I just every day going and seeing him, you're like, this is crazy. Like, I love it so much.
Well, he took his show to new heights. You know, he talked about Carol Baskin. And I thought it was so weird that he had a voice like that, but he sang so well. Kind of find out that's not even his voice on the albums he said he was selling. It's not even his voice.
And you and I talked about that, and I was like, something is not right. Like it's karaoke or I couldn't figure it out. And don't you know those guys that sang, are they mad?
Oh, well, they are. And of course, you know, he has a lot of legal troubles. But I wondered during the documentary, and people, you got to see the Tiger King or Joe Exotic documentary. You got to see that. And there's more since then. But I wondered, why did he sing so bad at his funeral, at one of the funerals he was filmed at? And yet he's got this great voice on the CD. And come to find out, Allie, he had these guys write and record, and he was going to add his voice later. But he never did. And he sold those albums like it was him. And so he goes to sing live at a funeral, and he's horrible, you know?
What?
Yeah.
I knew something wasn't right. I couldn't figure it out. And oh my gosh,
man.
listen, we're gonna see more from this story, and from an Oklahoma guy to loving wildlife. I mean, he's so weird, interesting, and so I can't wait because there's more coming.
Fascinating. Well, you know, back to you. So you made the jump from radio to television. Tell me how that happened, and tell the viewers how that happened. I'm sure they want to know.
So I was at a station and they were selling, and I was like, okay, I'm 35 years old. It is time to do what I want to do. And so I called News Channel 10 and I said, listen, I can do news. And they were like, thanks so much for calling. I mean, they were like, okay. But, you know, I kind of knew the management, and I said, you know, please, let's have a meeting. I really want to visit with y'all. I can do this. So we have News Channel 10 too, News Channel 10 Media. So 4 or 5 stations here at News Channel 10. And we had a 9 o'clock newscast on 10 too. And the sports guy, Jacob Albrocht, was a reporter. He was moving to sports. There was a space. And usually it's like this. You have to report before you become an anchor. And having radio experience, that was kind of opposite for me.
Wow.
And so I really had to work hard at my reporting. And so I was a reporter. And then the 9 o'clock news turned into a story on the 5. And then that turned into, hey, we want that story for the 6, and them producing. And so I'm so grateful because News Channel 10 gave me the experience. And, you know, and Gus was 13 at the time. Wild. Wow. I mean, he's still wild, but it was just Gus, a crazy time.
Yeah.
My kiddo, he's listen, pray for Gus. We love the Gus movie.
He's finding his way. He's growing up. He's finding his way.
He is. He's totally my child. And so, bless his heart. He, you know, really has been with me through, you know, he's my kid, so thick and thin, but he has seen, you know, the crossover, and we laugh all the time. He loves my hairstyles. He always gives me a hard time about my hair.
Well, you know, you have a background that helps you look the way you do on the air. Not everybody looks the same on the air. But yeah.
No.
Cosmetology.
Listen,
Hey,
I'm proud of that.
well, I don't, I don't do so well when I don't sleep very much, and I noticed that with you, with the time you get up, man, I wish I could look half that decent, but I don't. It's not my genes. But I thought, man, how does she do that? And then I find out you have that
You're
cosmetology
so nice.
degree. That makes sense. But still, though, there's only so much makeup can do. It just works
so
with
nice.
you do well.
Well, I think the pressure, I think I'm the kind of person that does well under pressure. So, our shift is crazy. So no sleep, finding the story, getting the story. I mean, I think pressure, and I think that may be one of my strengths, but also that scares people. I'm like, nope, we can do it. Let's go. They're like, she didn't even have a plan. What is she talking about? So I think I'm one of those that can do pressure.
Well,
but I gotta have sleep a little bit.
And you're not afraid to go after the hard stories. You're not afraid to go after controversial things or what's trending. People need to understand that people will watch what they're interested in, and they're interested in usually what they hear about or what's trending. You're not afraid to do that. You're not afraid to ask the hard questions. And coming from a radio background, I think I guess that just makes you stronger, Allie, on your television presence and your true journalism, which has become so rare these days. And then there's so much more too that people enjoy learning about. You have a husband with the name Elvis. Tell us about that.
So funny. Listen, I tell Elvis, I said, you're my favorite husband. And he was like kind of offended at that. I have done things, a little bit backwards and maybe, not the traditional way. But, Elvis and I have been married, it'll be 7 years. And,
wow.
We just are the same. We're just the same type of person. It's so crazy. I mean, I'm like, how did we not meet, before this? But he and I really, I say this, we're the same kind of person. And sometimes it works really good and sometimes it doesn't. But
it's nice when it works. It's like my wife Christy and I. And I said, honey, I think we're all crazy. And if you meet someone who's crazy matches you're crazy, you're going to be very happy, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
our craziest match.
I love it.
It's true.
I love it. I swear, Brant, you and I could be brother, sister. It's so crazy.
Well, you feel like a sister to me. I tell a lot of people that, and I love it. I love who you are. Love Elvis, the family, and there's so much more to your story too, Allie. But there is a reason why people love you, and you're a true journalist. You're fearless in your pursuit of the facts, and your radio background with television background makes you stronger with interviewing people. But the biggest thing is your heart. People love your heart, and you can see why. So it's always fun to do things with you, and there's more to come, and there's more to the story. But
I hope so. I hope so, Brant. You're so complimentary, and thank you, because
that's true.
You got to have good peeps around. So I appreciate you.
Well, you're good peeps. I can't wait to have you again on Fridays with Friends, and the story continues. There's always something going on, but we will make it. And I'm so happy you hold on to your faith. I hold on to mine, and together we're stronger. So let's make the most of it, folks. And thank you so much for being with me, Allie.
Love it. Keep going. I love Friday with Friends. I can't wait to see. So keep
good.
Going.
I want to get you on more, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Fridays with Friends.
Hey, it's just me and my girls here at Pesquera's. We're going to cook out some macaroni today. So we have my sweet friend Lainey, sweet friend Lauren, and we are headed in the kitchen because we are going to make mac and cheese, because mac and cheese is life at Pesquera's. Is it your favorite? Absolutely. Is it your favorite? Yeah. And so these girls are my good friends, so this is what we're doing today, and we can't wait to meet y'all in the kitchen, so let's head on out. Hey guys, you know who this is. Tonya Price at Pesquera's, your favorite Italian restaurant in Amarillo. And we have Little Miss Lainey and Little Miss Lauren, and we are cooking up some mac and cheese. So we have our pasta, our cheese, our cream, our black pepper. That's our ingredients for the day. So we're gonna get our skillets over here. We're gonna warm them up. Let you girls let that get hot for just a second. So y'all tell us, what is your absolute favorite dish? Mac and cheese, cause what? Cause, yeah, cheese is life. You guys know this, right? Okay, all right, so you girls wanna grab your cream, pick a skillet. This is all about you, girls. All right, so we're gonna do heavy cream. Just put it in your little skillet. All of it. There you go. Okay, do your little black pepper. There we go. Each get a black pepper. Then you're gonna give your skillet just a little shake. Not a lot, just a little. Just pour it all in there. There you go, baby girl. See, now just give it a little shake. We're shaking it up today. See, all right. So now our next ingredient is gonna be our cheese. So we're gonna do about 6 or 8 slices of cheese and just put it in there and let it melt on up. Got it? Yep. There you go. So when you're doing this, we wanna keep it moving. So go ahead and do some more cheese in both of them. I'm gonna turn your fire down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Look at you girls. Let's do more cheese. Let's use all this cheese. Let's have the cheesiest mac and cheese ever.
Yes.
Okay, put some more in there, babe. All right, there you go. All right, there you go, sweet lady. You take those last 2.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So now that we have our cheese in there, we can go ahead and turn this up just a hair. There we go, let it go. Doing good, girls. It's melting on up. So I'm gonna help you stir it up a little bit. See how that cheese is melting in that cream? And once that gets all melted, then we're gonna put our pasta in there and we are gonna have the best mac and cheese ever. So you can go home and feed it to your mama.
She won't touch it.
She won't touch mac and cheese? Oh, this
No,
girl.
it's mine.
Oh, it's your, oh, so she loves mac and cheese. Okay, little Miss Laney's not sharing, Clarissa. Sorry, Mom, you're out. It's not happening. All right, Lauren, I'm gonna get over here with you too and give you a little stir. There we go. Look at that melting up. It's getting all orange and creamy.
I think I forgot all the cheese from Lainey.
It's all right, it's the best. Because you know, cheese is life at Pesquera's. I repeat that about 20 times every time we do a show. I'm so glad you girls are here.
Yeah.
So school's going good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get to be on a little TV show. Oh, looky there, Lainey, we made a mess. That's all right. We'll clean it, it's good. So you get to be at school, come hang out, make some mac and cheese. All right, girls, I think we are ready for our pasta. So let's see, okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do our little spiral macaroni noodles right there. There we go, let's add about that much and see if we need more, we can. Look at you girls, y'all are professionals, heck yeah. Y'all want jobs on the weekend?
Yes.
Heck yes. Should have had y'all here for bread making lessons last week. Look at these dishes, you guys. I have 2 absolute professionals, my new junior chefs. How amazing are they?
Woo-hoo.
Looky there. Lauren's got it going over here. She got all the cheese up in there. Heck yeah. Well, Miss Laney, what do you think? Think it looks good? Are you excited to try it? All right, guys. So here we go. We are gonna get us some bowls over here. Let's do some yellow pasta bowls. And we are gonna come right on over here. You girls bring your little skillets. All right, I'm gonna turn your fires off for you. So one at a time, let's just pour it right in your bowl right there. Oh yeah, look at all that extra sauce for your bread you're gonna dip in there. Heck yeah. Woo, I'm so proud of you, sweet girl, yes. Okay, I'm gonna take this from you because I know it's gotta be getting hot. All right, little Miss Laney, let's see what you got, girl. Awesome, absolutely love it. Hey guys, it's Tonya Price in the kitchen with my girl Lauren and my girl Lainey, and they just made up some of the best mac and cheese in town.
Yes.
All right, girls, we ready to go sit down and eat some mac and cheese?
Girls, you have fun cooking?
Yes.
All right. Oh, you about to try it now, aren't you?
I know.
Woo, look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh. What do you think, Miss Tonya?
Hey, I think these girls are pros, and you know what? I'm going to try to recruit them for my kitchen because I think they could bring it.
Let's do the taste test. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right, guys, look what we did today up here in Pesqueras. Got my girl Lauren and Lainey. We created some mac and cheese for them, so now they're going to be eating that this afternoon. And I want you guys to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We'll be doing Snapchat soon. We have our YouTube going. So we have a lot of fun, exciting things going on. We're going to be talking about that pretty soon. And wait until next week because there's always something going on at Pesqueras.
Okay, Addie, we're gonna go out for a bit. We'll be home soon. Be a good girl.
My chair!